how much of all of this is about returning consciousness to the body and being more somatically aware and more like in touch with the capacity for touch rather than focusing on intellectual and social dimensions that we could be paying attention
So
to?
much of it. So much of it. We're embodied beings, and it's great to be smart and have brains and talk about these things like we are, but we're often cut off from the neck down, and we don't realize what's happening. We don't realize that we're feeling our feelings in our body, and our brain is busy telling us a story about what it is we're feeling. Some people don't know that every strong emotion they had is tied to a sensation or a combination of sensations in their body. Because everything seems to be happening up here because that's where we think. So we think that we think our feelings. We don't, we feel our feelings, the good ones and the bad ones. So being, body awareness is a big part of a tantra, and it's a big part of our approach when we teach people.
Most people are having sex in their heads and their body isn't really there because we're all taught, as Greg said, to be cut off here. And I know that before I went to the ashram, I thought I was a body conscious person because I was a dancer, I did yoga, I worked out, I watched what I eat a little too closely, but anyway. But that wasn't being embodied at all. That's maybe a first step, but being embodied means actually being inside and experiencing somatically your experience and thinking down below the brain. Osho used to say, imagine yourself as a headless person. It's like so hilarious, but it also is a very good metaphor for what if I'm walking around as a body? The body has its own intelligence. It's actually much smarter than my head because my head can convince me of anything. So dropping down in the body, making love in the body, being present in the body, being present on a date in the body. I help my tantric dating people do this. They can't really hold it longer than half a minute, but it's a start. It's a start to have that awareness of I'm living my life in my body. It's living my life in my body. And that's really helps with being in the present moment, which is perfect. But you can't experience the present moment as perfect if you're thinking about it, because your mind will tell you it's too hot. Your mind will say, that person's not cute enough. Your mind will say, I don't like the way he's touching me. Right there, that's the wrong spot. Your mind will do all these things to convincing you that this moment isn't perfect. But if you can quiet that, which is the purpose of meditation, is to get it to quiet down. But if you could just drop into the body, none of that chitter chatter is there. And that is blissfully silent. That's a beautiful place to make love from.
Body doesn't know how to be anywhere but here. Brain can be way off in the future or way back in the past. Your body can't do that. It only knows how to be here now. And you can tap into that.
Just like all your listeners, we're smart people. We enjoy thinking, but it doesn't really have a place in the bedroom or in a relationship that much.
And being embodied is like mindfulness, breathing correctly. It's something you have to bring yourself back into constantly, because it'll all slip up here. We'll be on vacation off in the future somewhere, and then remember, oh yeah, I have a body. Let's feel that for a second.